Hello everyone, welcome to Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty. And Thursday is always a pop-up. If we do a live on a Thursday, it's a pop-up. And this is Inspirational Thursday Thoughts. We talk about who are you? Learn more about yourself. We do psychology fun, quotes, sayings, all positivity and inspiration for life and life progression, but all in a very fun way. That's what Thursday is about on this channel, on our lives. So how do you know when my lives are on? The pop-ups, well, make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell, and it will tell you as soon as one of my lives begins. And of course, you can always hit the playlist of lives, the top panel, actually, not the playlist, across the top panel on my channel where you click videos or shorts. You can also hit the button there where it says lives, and you will find the same thumbnail for the Thursday lives if that's what you're interested in. But of course, check out the other lives too. So what is today's live about? Well, as you may have seen from the title, it's what roles do you play in your life and shapeshifters. Shapeshifters. Maybe we'll talk more about those, but basically shapeshifters are people who present themselves in different ways to different people. So someone might pretend to play the ditzy blonde for monetization on their channels, but then when they're up against people that they want to give them subscriptions, or they want money, or they want sponsorships, they can suddenly put on a much different face. For example, that's just a modern day version of shapeshifter. Perhaps you know someone that comes along and, oh, pity me party, but then to other people who can't stand for that, they will present themselves in another way. Perhaps you know someone that's a narcissist. Well, often those people, some people don't see through it if they have no experience of that and think they're the most loveliest people, but other people know otherwise. So is there someone in your life that's a shapeshifter, and maybe you've seen a friend or work colleague particularly? This is where you see a lot of shapeshifters. They act differently to different people. Maybe they suck up to management, but on the shop floor, so to speak, perhaps they treat their co-workers completely differently, perhaps in a bad way. So let me know in the comments below your experience of shapeshifters. But let's get on to what roles do you play in your life. So I'm reading again from my psychology book, and this is titled All the World's a Stage. And it says it was William Shakespeare who observed that we all play many parts in life. Different people, changing events, and our own fluctuating moods give us opportunities to express the many different parts of ourselves. Indeed, this is how we discover our own complexities and develop character, talents, and imagination. Some of the parts we play in life are so well known that they are called roles, but this does not make them any less real. We each fulfill our chosen roles in our unique ways, as do our families and friends. Which roles do you and the people around you tend to play? If you know the answer to this question, then you could try changing a role in a relationship that has got into a rut. This can be refreshing and revitalising experience, providing you do it with care and consideration. Yes, don't suddenly change your personality with someone. Think about why they're with you in the first place. If you suddenly become a completely different person, this could actually take the wrong direction. Recording the roles used by you and others. Choose 6 people you would like to include, and you can write their names in spaces on a paper from number 1 to number 6 in section A under the word names. Then read the list of roles carefully on the right. I'll read you those in a minute. And by the way, I remind you that if you want to do this, you can either pause this live if you'll watch it back later, or listen to it all and then go back, and obviously you can replay this as many times as you like. The roles have all been given familiar names so they can more easily be understood, and it makes it more fun. Think carefully about yourself and the people you have chosen, the things you do together, and the way you behave towards each other. Fill in the spaces, first with the roles you think you take with them in column B, marked my roles, and secondly, the roles they seem to take with you in column C, marked their roles. You may like to see if your friends agree with you, but be tactful and gentle. Finally, put yes or no next to each one to show whether or not you enjoy the roles you take with each other. So in column D, do they like my roles? And then make column E, do I like their roles? Now you have a record to keep and adjust as time goes by. Do you tend to play one role more than another role? Roles are like jackets and hats. You can change them, yet remain truly yourself, as with any change of others. So I'll show you that diagram first. So this is the diagram you'll make. Column A, write names. Column B, my roles. Column C, their roles. Column D, do they like my roles? Column E, do I like their roles? And the numbers 1 to 6 down the side, you're writing somebody's name, someone you know. It might be a friend, it might be a work colleague, it might be a relation, it might be someone you quite like. So write their names, and then, as I say, in column B, put the roles you think you take with them, and secondly, the roles they seem to take with you in C, and then yes or no to each one, whether or not you enjoy the roles you take with each other on D and E. Which parts do you play? This small selection of roles is in alphabetical order, and there are no right or wrong choices. They mean whatever you think they mean. You may like to add one of your own devising by letting your imagination run free. Those roles, jackets and hats, or parts we play, help us realise how we see ourselves and others. So the list here, but as I say, you can make your own adjustments and put other words if you feel something particular. So they've used examples of admirer, advisor, appreciator, bargain hunter, big brother, big mama, busy bee, Casanova, cheerleader, Cinderella, clown, computer, functioning but no emotions. That's how I take that one. Conquering hero, cool customer, counsellor, cunning old fox, crisis maker, crusader, dreamer. Now again, you can take this as you feel. Dreamer can be a good thing or a bad thing. Emotional hijacker, heavy. Fairy godmother, faithful follower. Again, that could be a negative or a positive. You might get some puppy person that just follows you around and agrees with everything you say, or not. Or it might be someone who appreciates you and what you do and wants to be able to do the things you do. So again, take that as you will. Fascinating witch. I'm saying nothing. Film star, fixer, frustrator, genius, gentle giant, gossiper, guilt peddler, oh my goodness, guru, harassed executive, harassed housewife, helper, hippie, Iron Maiden, Jekyll and Hyde. I talked a lot about that at the beginning of this live. Leader, listener, loser, lovable rascal, but that could get on your nerves, can't it, sometimes? They say everything's a joke and make everything a joke. Mad Hatter, Mickey Mouse. I'm not sure what that would be. Mickey Mouse. What's Mickey Mouse? I don't know. Tell me in the comments below if you know how to interpret Mickey Mouse. Ministering angel. Mother Earth. Mischief maker. If you're just tuning in, you'll wonder what I'm reading out. These are, we're talking about roles you play in your life. And there was a bit at the beginning of this live to say how you work things out. So you have to play this back from the beginning later on. Mischief maker. Mystifier. Nest builder. Optimist. Paddington Bear. Peacekeeper. Pessimist. Peter Pan. Yes. Pollyanna. Prince Charming. As long as they're not too busy about their looks and life. Protector. Is it for their own benefit or for others' benefit? Provider. Reliable plodder. Depends on their role of work there, whether that's useful or a hindrance. Is it someone who just does enough at work? You know, those people, if they can take a day off for a reason, dentist or whatever, they're just going to have a checkup, but they get the time off work. Optician. Oh, I'm just going to the optician tomorrow, won't be in. Oh, have you got something wrong? Oh, no, just going to have an eye check. So, yeah. Rescuer. Robin Hood. Robin Hood. Santa Claus. Are they giving gifts to buy your friendship? Seducer. Less said about that, the better. Sex kitten. And that. Sleeping princess. Sleeping princess. I could name a sleeping princess. Spoiled brat. Sherlock Holmes. Would you think that's someone who needs to know everything and delves into your business? Shy violet. Stubborn donkey. Oh, when you get two of those together, that's interesting. Starving artist. Sugar daddy. Tarzan. Teddy bear. Tinkerbell. Tough guy. Tragedy queen. Turtle. Again, is that a little bit like just does what they need to do and not going any faster? Ugly duckling. Is that what someone like the story in the end they actually become something amazing? They're going through life, but there's a future there. Very important person, VIP. A walking disaster. A walking encyclopedia. A willing horse. Winner. Wise friend. Or zombie. Zombie doesn't say very much, does it? A zombie. So basically that's again, which parts do you play? And that was just some ideas to give you a start to what you can put in the on your paper that I've shown you how to do at the beginning of this live, and see what your results are. So that's today's little exercise. That's quite fun, that one, and I'd be interested to know in the comments below your own words that you've added to the list. I think you might think of specific people in your list and you want to include certain names for your feelings of those people. So let me know. A lot of people said these little fun game exercises really help. It's nice to get down on paper your feelings and see if you can resolve. Maybe you find, like I said, the stubborn donkey, Perhaps if you're truthful, you're that person as well. You put that down first for the person you're talking about, and then you realize, oh, actually, that's me. And they do say the most faults you find, particularly with a partner, are your inner deep problems yourself. So if you say don't do that, how often do you find, oh, actually, in reality, that is something I do? And also, do you find there are things that you say, oh dear, do take your tablets on time, and then maybe you don't take your tablets on time? So are you actually bringing your thoughts out when it's not someone else's faults always, it's the same things you do? Or can you please pick that up? But how often have you put something down? These kind of things. So as I say, we'll keep it short today because I'm running out of live stream times. Silly me thought it was the end of each month when you get your 23 hours, but it's from the date you started. So mine was the 5th of a month. And obviously I thought, I'm fine for the end of this month. But no, I've got to carry on through to the 5th of next month. So that's all I really wanted to do, was get across another fun psychology, feelings game to figure out what roles you play in life. And as I say, let me know in the comments below, what is your top role you play in life? If it's mother or parent or homemaker, perhaps you need to try and make something else the top in your priority of your life. This is why a lot of mothers particularly get empty nest syndrome, because they haven't evolved and done other things as well. So let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you then. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.